Guys, my video got cut off because the emergency alert system came up. Shit. Shit.
Something a little bit closer to what Dodon's feeling was, instead of making it more goofy, like it was, oh, you haven't checked it out? Okay, then I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Because it's fucking up. It's important. I should have realized. Shelby played some of it at least. Ugh, Garuda. So lewd. Guy, please. I want to play as the little goofy guy. Am I a lady allowed to? I mean, I see a Dalek up there. There's a Roblox avatar.
Okay, guys, I need to check Dell.cameras. Cameras. See, is there anything happening?
Well, okay. There was a Zachary, but that's not Judge. Honestly, it'd be cool if somebody took the Gremlin and then made a Judge out of it. I should do that someday. Oh, I'd love to do something like that. Yes, there's something with this. What is this gonna... What is this? Bro, look at me go. Look at me go. I love it. He's so happy. Beautiful. I want to turn my music up.
Alright, this is the Summit Bridge. So I'm just watching this, see what's happening. So there was a tornado touchdown like a few hours ago today.
Tornado warning continues for eastern portions of Montgomery County, heading over the Prince George's, and eventually the southern tip of that storm, where the rotation would be, would want to try to head towards Anne Arundel County, but we'll see if those storms coming up through Chilham and coming up through Prince George's County don't disrupt the structure of that cell as it continues to push eastward. Let's go west and go back to that other warning. I don't want to forget about our friends out there in northern portions of Fauquier County, heading into southern portions, and they just put an update out on this tornado warning, so they're going to keep it going because there's enough radar indicated rotation to go with it. So until 7:30.
Hear all that rain?
With that particular cell crossing just off to the north of I-66 now. You see this grouping of lightning. That's often where you get the strongest updrafts.
Yeah, oh my gosh. I am not opening that window because see that rain? It's raining right now. Hard. Damn. Delaware's Tornado Alley.
Here until that one expires. 7, 8 more minutes for that one. We have another one, a severe thunderstorm along with it that goes until 7:30. That includes portions of DC. And
that also leads to more problems with potentially flooding. And Mike, I think you would agree that's probably what's been happening, what happened across parts of Howard County, where they're dealing with that flood warning in effect for about the next 4 hours.
Yeah, we had 2 cells combined right over the Montgomery County, Prince George's County, Howard County border. And that a lot of times when those storms combine, you get really high rainfall rates. So that's likely what Jen's mentioning here. I'll pull up warnings. Is this green zone? And
There it is.
That is the flash flood warning. That is up, I want to say, to 11 o'clock.
Yeah, I know it's 4 hours, yeah, until 11.
Yeah, we're in the red zone right now.
Hi there, Tisha. Yeah, that's right. It's been a very active afternoon and evening, and we show some of these videos outside. This is a live view. Summer, and as we widen up the view, we do have a tornado watch box in effect until 12 o'clock. Now, that's really going to be for areas over towards the east. Now, we do also
I knew it.
flood watch in effect as well, and that is going to go into early tomorrow morning. But for us, I do believe we will see that tornado watch lifted a bit earlier. We throw in your planner ahead for 9 o'clock. We continue with the storms, potentially quieting down about 12 o'clock, and then we're going to get some rain around and then more rain chances potentially as we go through tomorrow. Now, Tisha, we're continuing to follow this, but certainly a lot of impacts right now, especially at the airports. And of course, we know that there was a rain delay, it looks like, for the game that we have on Fox 5 between DC.
Can I put on LG channels? I'm trying to put LG channels on here. Hang on, I want to see CBS Philly. Hang on. I need to type in CBS Philly, you know? That's the one.
Right down one, and you're getting Smyrna down there. The winds are moving into Salem County, right? But again, going back to what we were talking about, notice it's all the same.
Damn!
It's all this red/pink shade, which means, again, a radar is south. It's in this one is in Dover. So everything's moving away from the radar, and that's why we have the red color up there. So we're not seeing the rotation.
One thing I do want to note, because obviously there's still a threat with this cell in particular, probably some gusty winds within up around maybe 50 miles per hour. But as this system moves to the north and the low moves to the north, this is all with a low pressure system. The winds behind it, just your winds outside of the thunderstorms are going to increase. We have a wind advisory.
Right.
That will go into effect at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right. So you've got this wind advisory where wind speeds will be between 20 to 30. We could see some wind gusts 40, maybe 50. That's higher end.
Right.
But with all the heavy rainfall that we're getting, you've got the flash flood warnings that are in effect. You've got the heavy rainfall coming down. You got gusty winds picking up. We could see some trees come down, non-thunderstorm related.
Oh no, that's bad. That is bad for me.
Well, I'll tell you what,
I am near a tree.
Canceled for now. We're going to monitor. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Still be safe. We're not done. We'll have another update for you in just a little bit.
Not really big into committing to things. I usually stop. Personal growth, baby.
Hold on, we got Jersey Mike's for lunch. Yeah, this sub bowl looks great. Wait, why is Danny DeVito fishing in here?
Oh, that doesn't matter. This is a Jersey Mike's commercial. So what matters most is your sub and that sub bowl, freshly sliced. That's what matters.
You can continue to track the conditions of our next weather alert right here during our broadcast as it continues and on our website, cbsphiladelphia.com. And once our show is over, our weather team will be back on the air tomorrow morning from 5 to 7, and then again at 9 a.m. sharp.
Shoot.
Let's take a look at our other news tonight. The search is still on for the people responsible for Monday's Memorial Day mass shooting. 2 people were killed.
Oh my God.
Injured. Detectives now believe 6 guns were used. As the investigation continues, the family of one of the victims held a balloon release in North Philadelphia. Earlier this evening, CBS Philadelphia's Kerry Corrado was there.
I'm hurting, but I can't cry. I've been crying too. But
James Hargrove sat on the steps of the house his 21-year-old grandson, Mikal Bowers, grew up in years ago in North Philadelphia.
he didn't deserve this.
Bowers was killed in Monday's Memorial Day mass shooting on Lemon Hill, along with 23-year-old Amia Devlin. Police say 9 others were injured.
He's a good young man. You know, he had 2 kids. We trying to make ends meet. That's what I saw early at 21. And then for the other families, I'm sorry for them too.
Across the street was a massive balloon release in Bowers' honor at a schoolyard on Norris and 30th Street. Red and black balloons could be seen up and down the street, and everyone gathered together to let the balloons in the air.
That's love. That's real love.
His grandmother, Wanda Bowers, says that she feels the love too as everyone greeted her with hugs.
When you see it on news, but you never think it'll hit home, but it did.
As for the latest on the investigation, police say they are still searching for the people responsible for the shooting. They say no arrests have been made. The family has a message in response to the violence.
They need to start with the gun violence.
I want to push my cousin, and I just hope that the gun violence in Philadelphia will stop for once.
He was taken away for no reason at all. He was a good guy.
They say they will move forward the only way they know how to.
And we just gotta keep on going. Take care of his kids. That's all I can do.
Kerry Corrado, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Coming to you from the innovative, immersive Hyundai Virtual Next Weather Sphere. This is Next Weather.
And most folks around the region have settled in for the night. That's a good thing. Hopefully your plans don't involve going out right now. Please let things settle down as it seems to be doing right now. But let's get more from Chief Meteorologist Bill Kelly and Meteorologist Grant Gilmore. They're standing by in the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere. Gentlemen.
Yeah, it depends on where you are to answer that question, right? You know, if it's settling down. We've been watching our live camera here from the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere, and well, you see the rain coming down pretty significantly here.
It's heavy rainfall, in some cases, no wind at all, which is kind of eerie, right? Because we've got a tornado watch, which you'll talk about, right? And we've already had a tornado warning and a severe thunderstorm warning.
So we're keeping a close eye. In fact, take a look at this. We're going back, of course, got the blip, but as the blip passes on by, we were looking at this shot. Look at City Hall. I mean, there was a time when the heavier rain was working through here earlier on that you could hardly even see City Hall from the Hyundai Next Weather Sphere. And as the crow flies, we're talking less than a mile. I mean, it's really not that far away at all. All right, so let me show you where we stand in and around our area. So first, here is the active alerts. We had the tornado warning earlier. We had the severe thunderstorm warning earlier, meaning it just expired a few minutes ago. But we do have an active tornado watch in our area. There you go. National Weather Service tailoring that back yet again live on the air. So no longer into parts of eastern Maryland for that active tornado watch. Watch means conditions are possible. Warning means it's happening or will happen. And right now you can see tornado watch, but it's ending right here. This is also the area that we have the brand new flood alert. The flood warning, flash flood warning now extends out of Newcastle County. It goes up into Chester County. It's over into Delaware County, back here into Salem County as well. If you are out driving around, please never drive through flooded roads. I mean, this is it. We've had so much rain and continue to have so much rain. It is going to bring those creeks and streams and rivers up very quickly as this is moving from the south to the north. I mean, notice this goes up now to parts of Bucks County. There's Doylestown, back over to Trenton. I-95, the Parkway, is all going to be extremely wet. In addition, a lot of lightning with this as well. Basically, the overall big picture, what we need for this all to end is this area of low pressure to kick on out of here. And once it does, things will be improved. So now I want to bring back in meteorologist Grant Gilmore. When that happens, things will be better, but walk us through the rest of the evening.
So yeah, I mean, the low pressure system is going to move to the north. It'll take most of the severe weather with it, but still there's some concern on the backside of the system. Let me show you the radar here. I think we're here on Max 3. If we can pull that up here, I think we should be able to track this storm system as we go through. I'm not sure if that's going to work for us, but we'll, there it goes. Looks like that's I think we're on Max 1 right now. So let's go to, we'll talk about the 7 days since this is up here. We do have a wind advisory, all right? Wind advisory is in effect, and this is what I was going to show you, is as the bulk of this storm system moves through, now I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at here. Okay, we're back to the 7 day. So this wind advisory goes into effect at 2 o'clock in the morning. So this wind advisory is going to pick up those sustained winds from 20 to 30 miles per hour. So the heavy rainfall that we're finding across the region right now, that's already saturating the ground. As those wind speeds pick up, we could see some trees go down, and that may result in some power outages. Now, into tomorrow afternoon, still a next weather alert, not because of the storm system that's moving through right now, but because of the wraparound storm system that's going to be bringing us more scattered showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. So we'll have to be on alert again through tomorrow afternoon. The threat doesn't look as great as what we're seeing right now with that tornado threat and that ongoing threat for some strong to potentially damaging winds. But into Sunday, all right? We're going to see the threat for a couple of pop-up showers, but the system hasn't completely cleared the area by Sunday afternoon. I think overall Sunday's a much improved day. We'll see partly cloudy conditions. Temperatures are going to be there around 70 degrees, but we slowly get this system out of here on Sunday. Here's the wind advisory. Bill, I appreciate you running the computer for me here. So here's the wind advisory that's in effect, right? This is what I was just talking about. So it does not include Pennsylvania. It includes Delaware and New Jersey. And this is where that low pressure system that Bill was showing you is going to move to the north and east. And then we're going to see the winds pick up out of the northwest tomorrow morning. The wind advisory goes from 2 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then after that, the winds are going to stay gusty, but maybe just not as windy as what it will be through the first part of our morning. Forecast those wind gusts out for you. We'll take you through around 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. Gusts there around 20, 30 miles per hour. I think there's some places, especially you get closer down to right around the Delaware Bay, that wind will just whip across the water. No friction on the water, at least little friction. And that's where we could get some stronger gusts. Down toward Wildwood, Cape May, right there on the bay side, we could see some of those wind gusts approach up to around 30 to maybe even 40 miles per hour. So we're going to wrap this up here, guys. One last look at this forecast radar as we go into the overnight. Here are the storms that we're tracking right now. Again, tornado watch in effect until